much do you remember of the last conversation we had?
I think I remember we talked about magic mushrooms and the different molecules inside of magic mushrooms, but I confess I maybe only listened to the podcast once a few years ago.
Yeah, I was driving here. So I live in Seattle. I'm now at your office, which is like a 20-minute drive away. And I was listening to I put on our first episode to kind of jog my memory. And I was getting really into it, and I missed the exit. And I was almost going to be late. But we talked about the stuff you work on. We talked about cannabis stuff, which is the world we both came from.
Right.
And, we talked about who you are and all that stuff.
So it's interesting that the magic mushrooms themselves have, albeit in low quantities, the very molecule that inhibits the enzyme that breaks down the active molecule.
So MAOIs, these are the old school antidepressants, and this would be why you would never want. That's partly why those drugs were so dangerous and tricky, because they can have effects like this.
Absolutely. It's also why some drugs you don't take with grapefruit juice, which has natural monoamine oxidase inhibitors. And then if we want to bring this back around to psychedelics, ayahuasca. DMT is the active molecule in ayahuasca, a serotonin 2A drug, but it's not orally active because it gets degraded too quickly by monoamine oxidase. And so the ancient preparations blend the plant that has the DMT in it with one that has a monoamine oxidase inhibitor, and then the drug is orally active over the course of hours, whereas pure DMT is only active for 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't realize that things like grapefruit can have things like MAOIs in them. What we would otherwise call a drug, literally, can be in food like that. And yeah, my understanding is that grapefruit actually has quite a bit of some MAOI or another, and this does cause people problems if they don't take that into account.
Yes, I don't remember the name of the molecule, but there are certain prescription drugs that will have on the packaging or a sticker, don't take this with grapefruit juice, which is kind of funny to see. Don't eat this food with your drug.
Right.